So, yesterday we have seen just revision, classification of alcohols. The classification of alcohols is done depending on the number of the hydroxy group the compound contains. Yesterday we have seen monohydric, dihydric, and we have seen the examples also. Similarly, phenols are also classified as per the number of hydroxy groups. Monohydric, dihydric. We have seen the examples also. Then the monohydric alcohols are further classified into three types. One is alkyl alcohol, where the OH group is connected to sp3 carbon. You know what is sp3 carbon? So the OH group is connected to sp3 carbon, and there is no double bond in the compound. And therefore they are also called as alkyl alcohols. So alkyl alcohols. Secondly, we have seen the second type of that one, benzylic alcohol. Benzylic alcohols are the OH group is again connected to the sp3 carbon, and this sp3 carbon here is connected to a benzene ring. This carbon is sp3 carbon, as you know, and this is also called as benzylic carbon. Because this carbon is directly connected to benzene. Therefore, it is called as benzylic carbon. And such compounds are called as benzylic alcohols. Remember, this is not benzylic alcohol. What is the difference you find between this and this? Here you see the OH is connected to carbon which is directly linked to the benzene ring. Here the OH is connected now directly to the carbon, it is connected to carbon, this carbon is further connected to this carbon which is connected to benzene ring. Therefore, this is benzylic carbon and not this. Therefore, this is not benzylic alcohol. Please make a note of it. This is not benzylic alcohol. This is alkyl alcohol. This is alkyl alcohol. And therefore, the benzylic alcohol is the one where the OH group is connected to benzylic carbon. And this benzylic carbon is a sp3 carbon, as you know, because it is connected to 4 different bonds as per the tetrahedral configuration. And this is called as a benzylic carbon, hence all these compounds are called as benzylic alcohols. You can give many examples. Now this benzylic alcohol, next, another one is a allylic alcohol. Yesterday I was saying allylic alcohol. In allylic alcohols again, the OH group is definitely linked to the sp3 carbon. It is connected to sp3 carbon only. So in all these things, the carbon is connected to sp3 carbon. And here, this carbon in turn is connected to a carbon containing sp2 carbon, a double bond. So this and this is different. Here it is like this. Here this carbon is sp3 carbon, and this sp3 carbon is connected to what carbon? sp2 carbon. Therefore, this is sp2 carbon. And such compounds are called as allylic alcohol. Allylic alcohol. And you find all these compounds, whether it is a alkyl alcohol or benzylic alcohol or allylic alcohol, all of them contain sp3 carbon, sp3 carbon, sp3 carbon. And whenever the sp3 carbons are there, all these compounds are further classified into primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. Say for example, here it is primary alcohol. Yesterday I told you example, just repetition. Now this is primary alcohol. What is the secondary alcohol? Secondary alcohol is the one where there is no 2 hydrogen atom present here. This carbon becomes secondary carbon. Therefore, this is called as secondary alkyl alcohol. What is the tertiary? tertiary means this carbon should be tertiary. So this is CH3. This is the tertiary alcohol. So the alkyl alcohols are further classified into primary, secondary, and tertiary alkyl alcohols. I think you followed. Similar here, this also sp3. Now this sp3, this is a primary carbon. And this can give the one more C is connected here, say for example here. This is called as secondary. Tertiary is, this is tertiary. Therefore, the benzoic alcohols are also classified into primary, secondary, and tertiary benzoic alcohol, depending upon whether the sp3 carbon is primary carbon or secondary carbon or tertiary carbon. So they are classified into primary, secondary, tertiary. Similarly, in case of allylic alcohol is also contain the sp3 carbon. So this sp3 carbon further get connected. This is the primary allylic alcohol. Secondary allylic alcohol is this, because this carbon is connected to two carbons, one here, two here. So this is secondary. Tertiary means one more C is there. And this is tertiary allylic alcohol. Therefore, the allylic alcohols are further classified into primary, secondary, and tertiary allylic alcohols. Hope it is clear. Any doubt here? No doubts. So the compounds are further classified. That is, these are the classification of monohydric alcohols. Monohydric alcohols are classified into alkyl alcohols, benzoic alcohol, and allylic alcohol, depending upon the nature of this carbon atom. Okay. Next one, monohydric alcohols. I think I have told yesterday. If I not told, make a note here. Okay. So in the case of the second type of alcohol, that is OH group is connected to sp2 carbon. This is sp2 carbon. Such compounds are called as vinylic alcohol. This is called as vinylic carbon. Just like benzoic carbon, this is vinylic carbon. So here, this is the structure for alcohols containing sp2 carbon and OH group. So this is another class of compound where the carbon is connected and the OH is connected to sp2 carbon. So such compounds are called as the alcohols containing sp2 carbon and OH groups. Such alcohols can be classified into two types. Again, where the OH group is connected to double bond carbon. This is one example. OH connected to carbon containing a double bond. This is vinylic alcohol. Another compound is the OH group is connected to, I think yesterday I told you, but I told once again you listen. Again you find here that this OH group is connected to which carbon? sp2 carbon. This is also sp2 carbon. How do you know it is sp2 carbon? sp2 carbon is the one which has got the double bond. sp3 carbon, the carbon which is connected to a single bond. sp carbon atom connected to triple bond. So you know that classification. So this is the another type of alcohol where the OH group is connected to sp2 carbon, and here there are two types of compounds. One is vinylic alcohol, another one is phenol. I think yesterday I told you the difference between alcohols and phenols. In case of alcohols, I had told that OH group is connected to sp3 carbon in case of alcohols. Now this is another alcohol which is containing double bond here. But this is not considered, there are no property, similar property just like alcohols. This is altogether different compound. Though it is alcohol, the difference between the alcohols and phenols, you must make a note there. In case of alcohols, alkyl alcohols and phenols are different. In case of alkyl alcohols, the OH should be connected to sp3 carbon. In case of phenol, the OH should be connected to which carbon? sp2 carbon. How do I write sp2 carbon? sp2 carbon is the one which has got the double bond there. So the carbon containing double bond. So the carbon containing double bond is sp2. Look here, the carbon containing single bond. Single bond means only one bond, no double bond. So this carbon is called as sp3 carbon. If it has got a double bond character, this is called as sp2 carbon because this carbon has a double bond here. It has got a single bond. sp carbon is this. You find here this carbon connected to triple bond, and therefore it is called as sp. Okay, so that is the difference between sp carbon, sp2 carbon, and sp3 carbon. Please make a clear note of it. Right. So this is regarding the classification of alcohols and phenols. I hope it is clear. Any doubts? No doubt. What is the difference between alcohol and phenol? In case of phenol, the OH is connected to sp2 carbon. Of course, alcohols also they are containing double bond, except that vinylic alcohol. Vinylic alcohol contains double bond. This one. Now let us see the classification of ethers. What are ethers? Mr. Director. Ethers are the alkoxy derivative of alkane. What is alkoxy? For example, methoxy. Don't confuse it for meenakshi. Methoxy. Methyl is CH3. Oxy is O. So OCH3 is methoxy. This is called as methyl group and this is called as oxy, and entire group is called as methoxy. It is called as methoxy because it has got a methyl group connected to oxygen directly, and that is called as methoxy. Similarly, instead of methyl group, suppose it is connected to an alkyl group, and this is called as alkoxy. Oxy is there, al means R is alkyl. So this is called as alkoxy. So ethers are the alkoxy derivatives of alkane. You know how to write the generic formula of alkane. Generic formula of alkane is RH. Generic formula. Of course, the general formula of alkane is CnH2n plus 2. But this is called as generic formula. When you replace the H by the alkoxy group, OR. So this is alkane. H is replaced. Put H, put the OR. And you are getting R, O, R. This R may be same or may be different. Same, you can call it R dash. If you put R dash, it means this alkyl groups are different. Two different alcohols, and the two different alkyl groups are there. So such a compound is called as ether. I repeat, ethers are the alkoxy derivatives of alkane. This compound is obtained from alkane, derived from alkane. How? By removing H, putting the OR. And this is called as alkoxy, alkane, or they are called as ethers. So ethers, the UPAC name of this ether is alkoxy alkanes. Now let us see the classification of alcohol, ethers. Ethers are classified into two types. One is simple ether, or it can be called as symmetrical ether. Simple ether, very simple. Simple ether is simple. That means the oxygen which is there connected to same alkyl group. Here R and R are same. When the oxygen is connected to the same alkyl group, it is called as simple ether or symmetrical ether. Followed? Example you can give. R may be a methyl group, CH3. Oh, and this side what must be there? There also CH3 group. Cannot be anything else. So CH3 group. So this is called as ether, simple ether. So one classification simple. Similarly, suppose you have got C2H5. You know what is C2H5 group? Ethyl group. Ethyl group O C2H5. Under ethyl group. So how about this? Is it a simple ether or different ether? Again it is a simple ether because two alkyl groups are same. So this is simple ether. Next one is unsymmetrical ether. Simple, unsymmetrical ether. What do you mean unsymmetrical ether? Can you tell? Yes. Two different groupings are there, oxygen connected to oxygen. So say O connected to R dash and R. Here two alkyl groups are different. Here two alkyl groups are same. Therefore they are called as same or simple or symmetrical. Here it is called as unsymmetrical or mixed. Mixed ethers. Can you give examples? Yes. You can put here one CH3. Put there O CH3. This is a mixed ether or unsymmetrical ether. So this is as regards the ethers are concerned. Now let us go.
Sir, its name ethyl.
Yes. We'll come for the nomenclature later. We'll come for the nomenclature later. Don't mix up everything. Understand, this is a mixed ether, this is a simple ether. Any problem? Of course, that way, you know these are the two methyl groups and therefore it is called as dimethyl ether. And here, one is methyl and another is ethyl. And you have to assemble, you can give the name according to the alphabet. This starts from M, methyl starts from M, ethyl E starts from E. Therefore it is methyl ether and not methyl ether. Follow? E first comes in the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E. M comes later. Therefore methyl ether. If the two groups are same, then the di is fixed again. Dimethyl, diethyl, etc. So that will come in the form of nomenclature. Okay. This is as regards the classification of ether is concerned. Hope you have followed it. If you have got any difficulty, please ask me on the phone. You know my phone number? 94800 361515. That's there. Note down. 94800175536. Don't forget this. You may forget the money, but don't forget this number. Right? So this is 94800175536. If you don't follow, you can ask me. Till the class is open, you can ask me on the phone. Don't get shy. Be proud. Be alert. So this is as regards the ether, the classification of alcohols, ether and phenols are concerned. Now let us go for nomenclature. What is the meaning of nomenclature? Anybody knows? Nomenclature is a method of naming the compound. It is called as nomenclature. As you know, all compounds are named mainly by two methods. One is the common method. And one is the impact method. The International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, right? So International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, they frame certain rules to make the nomenclature very easy. And this is the common method, the old method. This is the new method developed. And all these alcohols, phenols and ethers can be named by these two different methods. Let us go for the nomenclature of alcohols. In here you learn, go for the common method of nomenclature of the alcohol, common method. You know, alcohols are the formula, generic formula are OH. And this alcohol has two parts. One is the alkyl part, and one is hydroxy part or alcoholic part. And in common method, the name of the compound has got two words. What makes it two words? One is this group and one is this group. This group you know it is alcohol. This group you know it is a alkyl group. Therefore, in common method, the name of the compound is alkyl alcohol. In common method, they are named as. Similarly, you have to find out what is the alkyl group attached. Therefore, you must be careful in knowing the alkyl name of the alkyl group. It appears so easy, but when you come to certain examples, it becomes a little difficult for you. Let us see here. Simple example. Example I will give here. CH3OH. Yes. This is methyl group and alcohol group there. Therefore, the compound is called as common method methyl alcohol. Another example. CH3, CH2OH. There are two carbon atoms, meet, eat. So this is ethyl group, is alcohol. Therefore, the name of the compound is ethyl alcohol. Similarly, suppose the three carbons are there, CH3, CH2, CH2OH. Prop is there, three carbon, 1, 2, 3, prop, you know, meat, eat, prop, bute, pent, etc. You know it very well. So this is prop, and therefore it's called as propyl. This is methyl, it is ethyl, this is propyl. Therefore it is propyl alcohol. Similarly, this compound, CH3, CHOH, CH3. Again, it has got same three carbons, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, same OH, same OH. They have got the same formula, but structure is different. Therefore, these are how they are connected to each other. They are positional isomers. The position of the OH will be different here. The OH will present on first carbon, OH will present on second carbon. Therefore, these two are the isomers. And since this is propyl alcohol, this must be isopropyl alcohol. Simple. Iso compound, therefore isopropyl. Compounds have the same formula, but different positions of the functional group. OH is on the first carbon, OH is on the second carbon. Therefore, this is the isomer of the propyl alcohol. Hence, it is called as isopropyl alcohol. So, you must be careful in selecting the name of the alkyl group here. I will do some more example, you will find there. Say for example, CH3, CH2, 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 OH. You are having four carbon atoms, ethane, propane, butane. And this compound is called as therefore butyl alcohol. Butyl alcohol, young butyl alcohol. Young means normal. Normal. Young butyl alcohol. Normal butyl alcohol.
And propyl alcohol after
Young, you may put N or may not put N. Simply you may put N here or may not put N here. If you simply call it as butyl alcohol, it means it is N-butyl alcohol. If it is an isomer, there you have to mention very clearly. If it is a state change, you may put N or may not put N. It means one and the same. Better if you put N there. Here only three carbons are there. Say you can call it N-propyl alcohol, but you can also call it as propyl alcohol. No problem, no difference. Now here this is N-butyl alcohol. Similarly, this compound. This particular structure is called as iso, you know. Iso. This structure. Do you know what is this structure called as? Neo. This is called as neo branching. This is called as iso branching. And therefore, this compound, you find here, don't put one more H. Carbon only 4 valences. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you are writing the structure, you must be careful in writing the valences also. Therefore, this is called as isobutyl alcohol, which is an isomer. Isobutyl alcohol. I'll give one more compound here, having the same 4 carbon atoms. CH3, CH, OH, CH2, CH3. Here the difference is there. OH is there, OH is here. The OH is present on which carbon? First carbon. Here OH is present on second carbon. OH is present on second carbon. Therefore, these two are the isomer. And you know, this is the secondary carbon. Secondary carbon. Therefore, it is called as secondary. What is the meaning of secondary carbon? The carbon connected to 2 more carbon. Look here, this carbon and this carbon. Therefore, this carbon is called as secondary carbon. And this secondary carbon carries the alcohol group. Therefore, don't confuse, don't give the name of isobutyl alcohol. It is secondary butyl alcohol. Here it is called as isobutyl because there is no anything else, only iso, N and iso is there. Here, this is iso. This is N, this is iso. This is not called as isobutyl alcohol, this is called as secondary butyl alcohol. Please make it very sure note. Secondary butyl alcohol. Butyl. Secondary butyl alcohol. Say, in case of compound containing only 3 carbon atoms or 4 carbon atoms, this is secondary butane. If it's containing only 3 carbon atoms, OH would be here or OH would be here. This is called as N-propyl alcohol. You can call this as secondary propyl alcohol also, no problem. Secondary butyl alcohol. And there is no different isobutyl alcohol, isopropyl alcohol like this. There is no isobutyl alcohol. Only these two are possible. Therefore, these two structures, this is called as isopropyl alcohol. You may call it as secondary propyl alcohol or isopropyl alcohol because these are the only 2 structures possible in case of the alcohol. Whereas in case of butyl alcohol, there are 3 structures possible. This is called as N-butyl. This branching is called as isobutyl. This is called as secondary butyl. Follow? Don't confuse. In case of the propane, only the difference of OH is different. So this is N-propyl alcohol, this is secondary propyl alcohol. Instead of calling it secondary propyl alcohol, it is called as isopropyl. There is no another alcohol here. Whereas here it is 3 different compounds are there. Only 2 compounds. Therefore, this is called as N-propyl, this is called as isopropyl. Don't confuse. Here, 3 structures are possible. This is called as N-butyl alcohol. This is called as secondary butyl alcohol. This can be also called as secondary propyl alcohol. This is secondary butyl alcohol. And this is isobutyl alcohol. This is isobranching. Carbon connected 3. Good. So this is called as isobutyl or 1, 2, 3, 4 isobutyl. Is that clear? Or this isobutyl alcohol can be also called as, yes? Okay, no problem. It's called as isobutyl. Don't worry, we will go further. Don't have any confusion. So that is how there is nomenclature. Similarly, we go for another compound. CH3, CH, double bond, CH, CH2, CH2, OH. Now this is better called by UPAC system. Common system, it is difficult to call it as a common system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are two functional groups. What are the two functional groups there? One is OH, another one is the double bond. And therefore this can be named better by means of UPAC system. In UPAC system, you have to name the compound by counting the larger chain, longer chain of carbon atom which is contained in OH group. OH group is written here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, in the UPAC system, you have to choose the root word. I have not yet started giving the name of the UPAC method. You start ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ UPAC method ನಾನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. Now let us take some more simple example. CH3, CH2, CCH3, CH3, OH. What is the name of this compound? Common method. Just now I had told the carbon atom had got 3 CH3, CH3, CH3. Therefore, this is called as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, what is the name? This type of branching. What is this type of branching? That just now I had told here. Neo group. Neo group. And therefore, this compound is called as neopentyl alcohol. Total number of carbon atoms 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Neopentyl alcohol. So you must be careful in selecting the alkyl group. If you know the alkyl group better, you can name it properly. So it is neopentyl alcohol. And if this compound is like this, CH3, CH, CH3, CH2, CH2, OH. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is the name of this compound? OH is alcohol, no problem, alcohol. What is alkyl group here? Isopentyl. This is isopentyl. This branching is there, therefore it is called as iso. So it is called as isopentyl alcohol. So this compound is isopentyl alcohol. Similarly, if it is like this, same 5 carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is the common name here? I had told in the previous example, this is secondary pentyl alcohol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. OH is there. Secondary pentyl alcohol. Therefore it is sec. You must be careful in selecting the alkyl group. Secondary pentyl alcohol. Okay? What is this? N-pentyl alcohol. This is called as N-pentyl alcohol, or simply called as a pentyl alcohol. So that is how the common methods are there. So in the common method, there are two words you know. It is one is alkyl group, and the other is alcohol. There may be aryl group also. That is, I'm sorry, cyclopentyl group. Say for example, I'll give some more examples. Try to find out the name of this compound. What is this? Is it alcohol or phenol? It is alcohol because the OH group is connected to sp3 carbon only. And what is the name of this compound? Again, it has got two words. One is alkyl group, alcohol. Now this alkyl group is cyclic alkyl group. It is cyclic alkyl group. So what is the name of this compound? Hexyl alcohol. It's not phenol. It is alcohol. Hexyl alcohol. Cyclohexyl. Because the system is carrying a ring there. Ring.
So can we call cyclohexanol?
UPAC system. I'm talking only about the common one.
Yes.
In UPAC system, you can call it a cyclohexanol. We have not started the UPAC system yet. Just I am giving you the name nomenclature by the common method. Okay? So this is cyclohexyl alcohol. What is this? This one, there is a CH3 group. A subgroup is there. This is a functional group, alcohol. Therefore, this carbon carrying the OH group is alpha carbon in the common method. Alpha. This is beta. So, beta methyl cyclohexyl alcohol. So, this compound is called as beta methyl. Because the methyl group is present in the beta position. Alpha, beta, gamma are used in case of the common method. In the UPAC system, they are numbered as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This you have learnt in PUC first year. Therefore, this methyl group is present on the beta position. This is alpha, this is beta. Fine? So this is called as beta methyl. Munda, next word. Cyclohexyl alcohol. So beta methyl cyclohexyl alcohol. Any problem? What is this compound? Whether the structure is correct or wrong? Structure is correct because C 1, 2, 3, 4. No H is there. So this is correct. What is the name of this compound? Alpha methyl cyclohexyl alcohol because the methyl group is present on the alpha carbon. Okay? So this is alpha methyl cyclohexyl alcohol. So that is how we can go on naming the compound properly. I have given you many examples in notes. You follow the notes and if you got any doubts, you ask them.
Sir, if it is like this, CH2, then OH group, sir.
Yes? It is correct. What is the name? Look here. It is possible to name any UPAC system properly. UPAC system properly. It was difficult. Here, you can say, what is this group? Pentyl. Pentyl methyl alcohol. Pentyl methyl alcohol. Similar here, suppose it is like this. Cyclopropanol. Suppose it is like this. Yes, cyclomethyl ethyl alcohol. That is how it can be named. So let us go for the UPAC system of naming the alcohol. So far we have studied the common methods. Let us go for the impact systems. In the impact system, you know the compounds can be named up using different terms. What are different terms you use here? You will use root word. To this root word, you have got this prefix. And you have got the suffix. Sometimes you have to use the locants also. Here also locant. If any other groups are there, you have to take the name of other groups. You have to take the name of the groups. Taking all these into consideration, the compounds can be named systematically by impact method. Thing is, first of all, you have to select the root word. And you have to select the suffix. And if any prefix is there, you have to select the prefix also. All the time prefix cannot be there. If the prefix is there, you have to see the prefix also. Let us say, start with a simple example. Only two important wordings used in the impact systems are root word and suffix. You know what is a root word? Root word is the number of carbon atoms present in the longest chain. And what is suffix? Suffix here is the OH group. You know what is the impact system naming of the suffix? OL. So, in case of impact system, the alcohols are named as alkanols. Alcohols are named as alkanol or alkanols. All represents the functional group, OH group. Since OH group is there, you have to say it is OH group, that is the all. And alkyl group is there, you have to find out the number of carbon atoms and then select the root word. How to select the root word? You have to select the root word choosing the longest chain of carbon atom containing functional group. Remember, the chain must contain the functional group. You should select only that chain containing the functional group. Simply I'll give some example to understand for your understanding. Say you have got the two chains, CH, C, OH, C. Suppose you have got, there are two chains. One is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this fourth carbon atom is containing the OH group. There are two chains here. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. Which is the longest chain containing OH group? It is the four carbon atom in present here. Because this OH group present here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. If you select this chain, 1, 2. If you select this chain, 1, 2. Or suppose there is one more carbon. This chain, 1, 2, 3. OH should present on this carbon. You can select this chain also. If you select this chain, how many carbons are there? Only 3 carbons. Suppose you select this chain, only 2 carbons. Suppose you select this chain, there are 4 carbons. Therefore, select the longest chain containing OH group. Therefore, in this case, the carbon chain is 4. So that is how you should select the root word. Let us come to certain examples with these wordings. So important thing is, you have to select the longest chain. Root word must contain the longest chain. Longest chain, carbon atoms contain longest chain containing the function. And then you have to give there the position of the OH group, on which carbon OH group is there. which carbon the OH group is there. Therefore, you have to number the carbon atoms of the chain. How to number the carbon atoms of the chain? Starting from the end to which the OH group is near to carbon. So starting from that end to which the OH group is near. Say for example, you have got a compound like this, CH3, CH2, OH. This simple compound, containing two carbon atoms, and the root word of two carbon atoms is eth. Therefore, this is ethanol. Eth, A-N-E, ethane. Remove the E, put there OL. So the name of this compound is ethanol. Similarly, simple compound CH3OH. There is only one carbon. Root word is methane. Remove E and put there OL. Methanol. To remove E, put there OL. Therefore, it is methanol. Similarly, you can give many examples. Say, for example, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2OH. Let us take this example. Now, what is the longest chain containing OH group? This is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the chain. 1, 2. This is the short chain. This is the longest chain. Therefore, what is the root word here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Bute. Anol. It is not sufficient. You have to find out on which the CH group is there. I'm very sorry. This compound CH, OH, CH3. This is the longest chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because this chain contains OH group. So this is the longest chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the root word will be pentane. What is the position of OH group here? It is present on second carbon. Therefore, this compound is called as pentanol 2. 2 is the locus for the OH. Or 2, or you can call this as pentane 2 or pentane 2 or. So this is pentanol 2 or pentane 2 or. Let us go for some more examples. Suppose you have got this structure. What is the longest chain containing OH group? This is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Both same. Either you can say this one, or suppose you take, okay, no problem, let us name this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this CH group is there on the side. Or you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This CH group is present on this card. What is the name of this compound? This compound is again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How to number? Numbering should be done so that the total sum of the locant should be minimum. Suppose you number this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What should be the name of the compound? 2-methyl, because the second carbon is carrying methyl group. 2-methyl, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pent, A, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So 3 all 2 methyl. So 2 methyl pentane 3 all. Suppose you number this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose you number by this time. Here also it is carrying, the third carbon is carrying OH group. Therefore, the name of this compound will be 4-methyl pentanol 3. Now we sum up the locants. This is 3, this is 2. It becomes 5. Here it is 4, here it is 3. It becomes 7. So you have to take down the smallest number, the lowest locant rule number. This is called a locant, lowest sum rule. Lowest sum rule. So here, if you add this and this, sum up this and this, it becomes 5. And if you add this one, 4 plus 3 becomes 7. The total sum is, lesser number is 5, not 7. Therefore, it is not 2-methyl pentanol 2. It is not 4-methyl pentanol 2. It is 2-methyl pentanol 3. Follow? Add it out. Electrons again. So in this compound, you find the numbering. If you number these compounds, the OH group either you number from this side or from this end. The OH group becomes on the third place only. But you have to take into consideration the methyl group also. If you number by this end 1, 2, 3, this becomes 4. If you number from this end 1, 2, 3, so the 3 OH represent on third carbon, CS represent on second carbon. So the total sum room is 2. Therefore this should be 2-methyl pentanol 3. Any doubts? No doubts. So that is how you can name the compound. Let us take some more example. The other day somebody was asking this. At the time somebody was asking this. So what should the name of this compound? This is not phenol, it is alcohol only. Now here, you have to take into consideration the side chain, that is this one, CH2, CH3, this one. Suppose this is not there. This group is not there. The compound would have become CH3, CH2, OH. Suppose this group is not there. It becomes CH3 only. And you know this compound, it is ethanol 1. Ethanol 1. Or simply you can call it ethanol. But here, one edge of this ethanol, this edge, is replaced by this group. And this group, what is this group? Cyclohexyl. This is cyclohexyl group. This hexahexyl group is present on which carbon? Second carbon of the ethanol. Therefore it is called as 2-cyclohexyl ethanol. Follow? Not follow. Not follow. This is 1. This is 2. This is 1. This is 2. What is the name of this compound? Ethanol 1 or ethanol. Now here, one H is replaced by this group. What is this group? Cyclohexyl. This cyclohexyl is present on which carbon? Second carbon. Therefore, call it like that. 2-cyclohexyl, ethanol 1. Follow? So it is 2-cyclohexyl, ethanol 1. Suppose it is like this. Same cyclohexyl is there, same 2 carbons are there, same OH group is there. Same cyclohexyl group is there. This is ethanol. Suppose this is not there, this compound would be CH3, CH. Suppose this is not there, H. Wait. It is ethanol 1. Now this CH is replaced by this group. What is this group? Cyclohexyl. Where is cyclohexyl? On the board. No, it is present on the first carbon.
One.
Don't say it is present on the board, sir. Yes, it is present on the first carbon. What is the difference between this and this? Here, the cyclohexyl group is present on the second carbon. Here, the cyclohexyl group is present on the first carbon. So, what is the name of this compound?
Cyclohexyl.
1 cyclohexyl ethanol 1.
Sir, is it necessary to mention one when
Not
it is?
necessary. One ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಈ ಬಿನಾಕು ಬೆಲೆ ತಿಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ necessary ethanol ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ethanol 1 ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. So this is called as 1 phenyl. You have to mention this.
Yes.
You have to mention that where is the position of the phenyl group. Methyl, sorry, not phenyl, it is cyclohexyl. Cyclohexyl is present on the first carbon because the carbon containing OH should be the first carbon. This is the first second. Therefore, this is called as 1 cyclohexyl ethanol 1 or ethanol. Any problem? Any problem? Suppose the compound is like this. What will the name of this compound? Tell me. This and this is different.
Benzene.
This is cyclohexyl. This is
Benzene.
phenyl. Phenyl. C6H5 group is called as phenyl. Not benzyl. Benzyl group is different. This is phenyl. Benzyl, for your information, benzyl or benzyl group is this. Don't confuse. In Butyl first year I had told, this is the phenyl, this is benzene. If you draw one line, that means one H is replaced, and therefore this becomes phenyl, this becomes benzene. So this is the phenyl group. Where is the phenyl group? Again it is on the board.
Second.
Again it is on the board. And the second place. Therefore it is 2-phenyl ethanol 1. Follow? Not follow.
Yes.
2-phenyl ethanol 1. So that is how you can name the compounds. You have to name the compounds. Suppose you take another example. CH3, CH, double bond, CH, CH2, CH, CH3. What? Okay. What's the name? Again here, first thing is you have to count the number of carbons present in the longest chain. Okay? This is one chain. This is another chain. Please remember, when you are selecting longest chain, if the compound is containing 2 functional groups, you have to select that chain which contains both the functional groups. Both the functional groups. So here 2 functional groups are there. One is OH and one is double bond. Therefore, you have to select only this chain. If you select this chain, you are not counting into consideration the second bond, second functional group. Second functional group is this. This is first functional group, second functional group, double bond. Therefore, when you are selecting the longest chain, if the compound is containing more than 1 functional group, you have to select that chain which contains more number of functional groups. Please remember, follow, not follow. So, you have to see here, 2 functional groups are there. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, that is the selection of the longest chain. Remember the selection of the longest chain. Now, how to name this compound? Again, number them. Starting from the end to which the OH group is the end. This is number 1 carbon. this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. And hence, there is a methyl group on the first carbon. Therefore, it is one methyl. One is the locus for the methyl group. One methyl.
Right.
1, 2, 3. Pen 3 in all 1. Okay? Suppose this group is not there. CH3 is not there. It would have become pent 3 in all 1. Pent 3 in all 1. Pent is number of carbon atoms in the state chain. 3, 5. So pent. Double bond present on third carbon. So 3 in all 1. Now there is a methyl group also. That methyl group is present on the first one. Therefore, it is 1 methyl pent 3 in all 1. Suppose you have got a compound like this. Suppose you have got this one, which is known as chain. Remember, don't select this chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't consider this is 5. You have to select a chain containing both the functional groups there. What are the both the functional groups there? What are two types of functional group? OH and double bond. Therefore, what is the longest chain you are selecting? Tell me how many carbon atoms are present in this one? 8 carbon atoms. So the compound is containing 8 carbon atoms. The root word is oct. There is a double bond. Functional group. There is a functional group. Lowest number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you start from this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, OH group is present on the 5th position. I'm sorry, 4th position. In the 4th position, the OH group is there. And where the double bond? Second place. Therefore, how to name it?
Oct 2E.
How to name it? Yes.
Oct 2E.
Oct
2E.
2 E
4
now 4. Oct is 8 carbon atoms. Oct. 2E, double bond present on 2. 2E. Where present on 4? All 4. So that is how they have to name the compounds. Stop for it. Just a time.